Camping in 126 degrees in the back of a truck. All right, I'm gonna let that sit there for about 10 minutes, come back, crack an egg in it, and we'll see what happens. Gonna be hot. Woohoo! It's hot, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry, I'm a little winded here. I'll explain more about that in a minute, but first off, I want to start this video off by saying thank you to the new subscribers, as well as the subscribers and new viewers that stop by to view the videos. I sincerely appreciate that, and I know I haven't been doing my part to get you guys some new content, so here we are making content, and I want to do something crazy since I haven't made a video for a while. I wanted it to be fun, I wanted it to be fun to watch for you guys, and here we are. We are in Death Valley National Park in California. It's July. It's hot. I can barely talk. Anyway, I just got done setting up my campsite here. I'm sorry guys, I didn't show the setup portion. I started to film it and the camera actually shut off because it got so hot. So I didn't want to wait any longer, so I hurried up and got that set up. And I wanted to show you guys the air conditioner setup in the back of my truck that I built last year. I haven't made a video of it yet, and I know wherever you guys view from, you know, it's summertime, so everyone's kind of looking for ideas of how the heck can I go truck camping, you know, when it's hot. And you know, to show you guys it works, I came to the hottest place on earth, which is Death Valley. I think the hottest recorded temperature here is somewhere around 134, 135. And we're gonna be really close to that today. I think the high today is 126. My little outdoor thermometer shows that it's 121 right now, which is hot. Definitely the hottest weather I've ever been in. This is crazy. I knew it was gonna be hot, but I didn't expect it to feel like this. I mean, the breeze makes the skin tingle on your arms and legs. It's crazy. So anyway, we're going to show you guys the setup. We'll show you guys the campsite and the campground in general. Fun fact about that, it's a huge campground with, I think it's got a couple hundred sites. I'm the only idiot out here doing camping in the summertime, so I'm gonna make the most of it. I got the place to myself. It's actually a gorgeous area if it wasn't for the heat. If you like desert landscapes, I mean, this stuff is incredible. And yeah, here we are, Death Valley. We're gonna make a banger of a truck camping video today. We're gonna do some cooking later on. Nothing crazy. I don't want to stand over a stove in this weather, so we're just going to do some brats on the grill. We're going to hang out. Like I said, give you guys a tour of the campsite, the campground. I'll walk up to the visitor center up here. It's about a mile up the road. And they have a giant sign out front that has the temperature of the day for the moment that you are there visiting the visitor center. So while you're there, you can see the current high temperature. And when I stopped in there earlier, it said it was 124. So 121, 124 at the visitor center, high of 126. Needless to say, it's going to be hot as heck out here. So anyway, I'm going to get this air conditioner fired up, let the truck cool down a little bit, and then we'll start this video off. So stay tuned. Death Valley, 126 degrees. Let's do some truck camping. All right, let that baby run for a little bit. Well guys, here's what we're working with, and we'll monitor this as the day goes on here, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you flip-flop the inside and the outside around, We're at 121 degrees in the shade underneath the canopy and 100 degrees in the back of the truck. So we're gonna let this run for an hour or so, and then I'll give you guys a little update and see how well this air conditioner cools down the back of the truck. Put that baby right back there. All right, let's get this video started. I made it back from paying for the campsite and then walked up to the visitor center to take a look at the sign. And just started walking back, and the GoPro died from being too hot. And that's what my big camera did earlier. So I had to put that in front of the AC for a while to get it to turn back on. I'm gonna have to do the same with this, so it's just too hot. I'm not gonna do much more filming until we get a little bit closer to sundown, because this is absolutely stupid. Let me check the temp of the... Alright guys, this is in the shade. See if you can see it at all or not. 125.8 outside and 76 inside the back of the truck. That's not half bad for an uninsulated box. Guys, camping is fun, don't get me wrong, and I did this to prove a point that you can go truck camping when it's really hot out in the summer. But when I say really hot, I mean like 90 or 95 or even 100. But if you don't have to do this, don't do it. This is kind of silly, and it's hot and it's miserable. But the AC will be really nice in the back of the truck, and if you're really adventurous like myself, it's a pretty cool place to go when there's nobody around. You kind of got some privacy. You can explore without interrupting people's camp. You know, you can walk around and film without interrupting other people's camping adventures. And so yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's just too hot to camp unless you have like an RV with a couple AC units that's meant to do this. Man, find somewhere else. Go up in the mountains where it's nice and cool. Like I said, I did this just to show you could do it. I'll get this video in. It's still fun, don't get me wrong, but we'll get the video in, and we'll start doing regular truck camping videos after this. So I'm gonna climb in the back of the truck, take maybe a 2-hour nap, let the sun go down a little bit, and then we'll get to cooking dinner. All right, guys, it's like 3:30 in the afternoon, and when I did this earlier, I did a lot more in-depth tour of the campground and different camp spots, but I don't really feel like doing that now. It's so dang hot out here. Basically, as you can see, I'm the only one here. Like I said, nobody else is camping. It really is too hot to be camping. I'm only doing this to obviously make a video, as well as, you know, prove that you can camp in some extreme conditions with an air conditioner in the back of a truck box and a topper. These are just some random other camp spots. I'm sure this place is beautiful, you know, in the wintertime, January, February, March, or even in the spring, but the summertime is just too intense. This is absolute extreme conditions to be attempting to camp in. There's really not a lot you could do outside during the day, short of sit in the shade or sit in the air conditioning. But the main reason for this walk is to go up to the visitor center. When I was up there about an hour ago, the sign said 125 degrees. So I'd be curious to see what it is now, if it's hotter or if it's cooled down. If you do these walks in the heat like this, hikes, anything like that, you gotta have the water. It's just too hot. Like I said, it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock right now. Somewhere along there, I have to look at my phone, just taking a guess. Somewhere between 3 and 4. Man, this wind is absolutely insane. It's literally like standing in front of a 10-foot tall blow dryer. It is hot. Just been kind of hanging out in the truck most of the afternoon, because honestly there's not really a lot you can do in conditions like this. The only real enjoyable time of the day is when the sun goes down, you know, at night, and then you can sit outside and it's not so bad. But during the day, this is pretty brutal. So let's go up there and look at the sign. It's pretty around here. If it wasn't for the 100 degrees, could be great. 125, whatever it is, 118. We'll find out what the sign says when we get up here. My thermometer has been showing around 126 pretty much all day, or all afternoon anyway. And up here earlier, this showed 125. So we're somewhere in that vicinity. My thermometer at my truck is pretty darn accurate. Because here's what we got. And I can feel the GoPro getting hot, so hopefully we can get up here and get this in frame and head back to the truck. This was really the only point in coming over here was to show you guys this sign. Camping in 126 degrees in the back of a truck. That is crazy. This is the visitor center. I'm not gonna go in there and bother anyone with my camera, but it's too hot to fart around out here, so I'm gonna head back to the truck and relax a little bit in the air conditioning, and we'll catch you guys in a bit. Well, not eating dinner yet, but I've always heard that in Death Valley you can put a frying pan out in the sun, crack an egg in it, and potentially cook an egg. So something I've always wanted to try, so I'm gonna go find a piece of pavement that looks like it's nice and hot, let this thing sit in the sun for a bit, and throw an egg in it and see what happens. All right behind me here, just a wide open space without any shade to cool the pavement down. We're just gonna set the pan here. All right, I'm gonna let that sit there for about 10 minutes, come back, crack an egg in it, and we'll see what happens. All right, I got my egg. We're gonna see if this works. Definitely turning white on the edges. We'll see how long it takes. All right, guys, while the egg is attempting to cook, let's take a look at temperatures inside the truck. Sorry for the air conditioner noise, it's kind of loud, but currently we got 126 outside in the shade and 78.4 degrees with the air on in the truck. That's still not that cool, but it's definitely better than anything else. So here's my camp spot. I got a little shade forming over here, so I'll be able to start cooking dinner here in maybe a half hour or so. But I got a little picnic table and there's a fire ring, but for obvious reasons I'm not having a fire tonight. But anyway, there you have it. 126 out still. That is insane. But thank God for air conditioning. That's all I got to say. Alright guys, let's check out the egg. It's probably been more like 20 minutes because I had to get a cover. All it was doing was getting crunchy around the edges. So I don't really want to touch this, I'll be honest with you. Well, as you can see, you can cook an egg. Sorry, I dropped the lid when I was trying to pull it off of there. It is hot. I'm not sure that I'd eat it. If you look at it, it's kind of crunchy and weird looking. But you can definitely cook an egg in the sun in the desert here. That is crazy. I'm not sure it was worth the experiment, but we cooked an egg. All right, I'm gonna clean this up and get ready for dinner. Dinner. Most important part. Could always be worse, even though it's hot out. That's not a bad little camping meal right there. Oh, it is still extremely hot outside. I got this little bitty corner of shade behind the truck here. I'm trying to hide in it. And sun's definitely going down, but not fast enough. I've been waiting all day to have a beer. Tastes amazing. Yeah, it's delicious. Oh, I've drank like probably 3 gallons of water today. And you can probably hear it in my voice, but I am exhausted. Just exhausted of being in the heat. So I think when I get done eating here, what I'm going to do is head over to the bathroom over here and kind of shower up a little bit. Probably call it a night early because I have to wake up really early tomorrow to drive home. I got to work on Monday, so gonna eat my dinner, sit outside here for just a little bit longer, and probably get ready for bed. Cheers. As you guys can see, the sun's going down a little bit, so I thought I'd give you an update on the temperature. The sun's almost under the mountain behind me. It's 113 degrees out still and 72 in the back of the truck, so I'm pretty confident I can sleep in that. This was a cool place to visit, and I'm very glad I did, but man, it is exhausting to be out in this heat. You can't sit in the back of a truck all day. You have to leave it at some point. There's just not enough room back there to lounge all day, and what's the point of that? So, but being out in this heat, I've drank about 20 bottles of water today, and I think I'm sweating it out faster than I'm drinking it. And man, this heat just zaps any energy you have. It's been a long day. It was not the traditional relaxing camping trip that a person's used to. This is work, trying to stay hydrated, trying to stay cool, and I feel defeated at both, but I've been trying. So it gets pretty hot here right away in the morning when the sun comes up. So what I think I'm going to do is pack this canopy up, pack a few other odds and ends up around the truck so I don't have to do it in the morning, and try to shower up a little bit tonight so I can sleep halfway decent, and yeah, hit the road early to Boise tomorrow. So I'm going to pack up a little bit, take a shower, and go to bed. So I'll catch you in a bit. All right, took a shower. Feels really good temporarily because I'm already getting sweaty. It's still really hot outside. I'll show you where we're at here. It's after 9 o'clock, and this is crazy. It's still 111, but the good news is it's 70 in the truck, so that's pretty good sleeping temperature right there. So I'll be all right there. But the air conditioner runs, today I have it off this pedestal over here, so shore power, and that's the most convenient way. I did sleep here last night before I filmed this video, and I ran it off the generator. Now honestly, the generator did fantastic. It was just as hot yesterday, and the generator didn't skip a beat. I had it kind of in the shade, and only thing is I didn't bring enough fuel with me, so after running it for pretty much a whole day, I ran out of fuel. And gas stations are pretty far and few between around here, so luckily I had access to an electrical site, and that kind of saved my blood a little bit. And one less thing to worry about. In the middle of the night, I don't have to worry about it shutting off or running out of gas or anything like that. So shore power, generator, and man, we just survived 2 days in 126 degree weather, which is absolutely insane to me. I'm beat, I'm tired, I'm ready for bed. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Ooh, I think it's time to get up. Good morning. What time is it? 5:55. Pretty successful night all in all. It got kind of chilly in here with the air run. I had to put a little blanket on. That's not so bad. Definitely not sleeping bag weather, but a light blanket works pretty well. And I can feel the window down here. I can feel the heat coming through it. So even at before 6 o'clock in the morning, it's hot out, I can tell. So I think I'm gonna get up out of this truck. Not gonna cook any breakfast. I don't want to drag that mess out, but grab a couple granola bars and start packing up. Oh, let's get out of this truck. Shut that off. Oh, that wasn't so bad. It's hot out here already. Whew. I'll show you. See here. Gives you an idea. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. If you guys don't believe the AC. Can you guys see it? 106 outside and 62 in the back of the truck. That is perfect for sleeping or hanging out, you know. Oh. All right, well, survived Death Valley. Pretty cool. And I wanted to tell you guys that, you know, some of these spots do have electrical. I think I touched on that earlier, but I'm plugged into the power in my camp spot. I think they're around $30 or $35 a night. And then the non-electrical sites, which I stayed in last night, or the first night I was here, and I ran off the generator, those are like $16 a night. And you can do this off a generator. I have a Champion 2500 watt inverter generator, and it powered the AC even in the heat, as long as I had a place in the shade to keep it so the sun wasn't shining on it. It worked really, really well. So the generator works, but like I said, I didn't bring a big enough gas can and I ran out of gas after the first day, so moved over to an electrical site. Kind of takes the stress out of it, not worrying about the generator, not worrying about running out of gas, just plug it in and let the AC run. So anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. This is a beautiful place. I want to tell you that if you do decide to come here in the summer, whether you're camping or exploring or just sightseeing, this place is no joke. I've drank, you know, probably an entire case of water in the last 2 days, and honestly I've had to take a pee very little, so that tells you that your body's using that water for sure. So make sure you bring water, make sure you bring a way to get out of the sun, some kind of a shade device, and just don't overexert yourself. But you can camp in these places. It's beautiful. Tons of things to do and see, as long as you don't do it during the heat of the day. Most of my exploring was done walking around in the evenings. When it starts to cool down, the sun goes down, and had a lot of fun. So a lot of things to see, a lot of wildlife to see, so a pretty cool place. But I got a 10-hour drive home, so I'm gonna get the heck out of here. But I want to thank you guys again for watching, and if you're interested in this kind of stuff, I do appreciate if you guys subscribe. It helps YouTube distribute my videos better. And to those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.